this video, we will investigate a well-known problem solving. It involves counting the number of squares a diagonal of a rectangle passes through. Look at the rectangle on the screen. It has 12 squares of equal size. It has 2 rows and 6 columns. Let's draw a diagonal from corner A to corner B as shown. There's A and B, the diagonal. There it is. How many squares does it pass through? Well, it's easy enough to count them, isn't it? Let's have a look. And there they are in yellow. There are 6 squares. You might think, so what? But the idea is there a relationship between the number of squares passed and the number of rows and columns of the rectangle? Let's generalize that, and we can ask the question, how many squares does the diagonal pass through for a rectangle with R rows and C columns? A clue is that you should consider the factors of the given number of rows and columns. For example, if there are 5 rows and 10 columns, what are the factors of each number? To give you an idea of what is happening, please look at the following program that allows you to create rectangles of any size and count the number of squares. It can be downloaded from my website. The website will also give you the solution to the puzzle. Here is a program that you can use to test out the number of squares that are passed through. You can download it from my website, www.emethane.com. Now let's choose as a start 5 rows and 2 columns. Click Start, and as you can see there, the diagonal passes through 6 squares. Let's see if we can organize it in some sort of way where we can see what happens. What about if we have squares? Let's say one row, 1 column. That's easy, isn't it? It passes through 1 square. What about a 2 by 2? It passes through 2 squares. And you could probably guess a 3 by 3, 3 squares, and so on. What if we had 3 rows and 2 columns? 4 squares. What about 3 rows and 4 columns? 6 squares. Can you see a relationship between the number of rows and columns and the number of squares passed? Just to finish off, what if we had 4 rows and 2 columns? The answer is 4 squares. And what about 6 rows and 2 columns? Something to think about, isn't it?